Chris, I've been wanting to talk to you.
Actually, there's something I need to tell you.
What?
Well, this holiday, I'm going down to Wanaka to see Melanie. I need to sort things out.
Must be really great detail.
I say, come on.
I think you should talk to her before you go.
Do you know if something I don't? Is she sick or something?
Not sick exactly, but you could say she's got a certain condition.
Look, I know it's your decision. But if you want to, I'd really like you to have this baby. I think you'd make a great mother. You wouldn't be on your own either. I'd be here for you.
You would? Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
I'm so convinced you didn't want anything more to do with me.
Ellie.
I mean, breaking up, cancelling the wedding, it was all so final.
Well, I still care about you. And I love kids. I know we never talked about it, but I always wanted to have kids. They were always part of the plan.
God, what about Melanie?
Oh, she'll understand.
Do you think so? I mean, she won't
Hey,
fight to...
you don't have to worry about Melanie. You don't have to worry about anything. I'll make sure you're secure financially, and I'll be here whenever you want me.
You what?
Oh, I know what you're thinking, but I'll make time. Weekends, alternate weekends, whatever you want.
You can keep your weekends.
What?
Oh, God, I should have known this was too good to be true.
What's the problem? What did I say?
Well, thanks for the offer, Chris. But I can always hire a nanny.
Allison, I'm trying to be reasonable. I'll do whatever you want, but you have to tell me what it is. Do you want to have the baby?
Yes, but I want it to have a family.
Oh, I didn't realise. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the offer still stands. I really think you should consider it.
I don't think so.
Okay, then what?
Don't know.
Like I said, I'd really like to be able to help. Give me a call when you've decided. I'll leave you Melanie's number.
No, thanks.
Ellie.
Look, you're off the hook, okay? Just go!
What do we want? Fair deal. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Fair deal. When do we want it? Now.
Jackie, how much longer do we have to be here?
As long as it takes.
For what? For us all to get sunstroke?
We stay until McKenna agrees to negotiate.
Look, I'm with you all the way, okay, but I do have a mortgage to pay.
Look, you'll manage.
So what if McKenna takes weeks to buckle under? What then? There was some sort of strike fund or something?
There will be.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
But there are people who'll need it more than you, if it comes to that.
I could lose
People
the
with
house,
families.
Jackie.
Then you'll have to count your pennies. Look, another patient. It's your turn.
What do we want?
Excuse me.
When
if
do
you're
we
looking for
want
Trigger
it?
at the clinic here,
Actually,
you ought
I'm
to know
here on
What do
that.
we
business.
want?
I'm looking for Jackie Manley.
When do we want it?
All right.
What do we want?
Jackie. So we're here.
Can I help you?
From the Tribune. I wanted to talk to you about winning the Allison Dawson Award.
I don't.
You did very well. Congratulations.
Thanks, but I just don't want to.
Now you're on strike.
Yeah. Typical, eh?
I'll be more than happy to talk to you about that as well.
Look, I don't want to make a big deal out of the exam results.
It'd be a good way of putting the nurse's point of view across.
Okay,
Great. Why don't we get out of this heat?
sure.
No, I told you it wasn't right.
Well, perhaps if you move closer to this side of the
Don't
bed.
blame me. I know where I'm supposed to be.
Right, well, we'll just try it again, shall we?
Right. Move my arm over first. Now, move my hip. That's it. Careful.
There, you comfortable?
As near as I'm going to get.
Good. Well, if that's all.
Not quite. I think you've overlooked Mrs. Leach's medication.
Thanks, dear. Nice to know someone's on the ball.
Well, how am I supposed to read this? Who wrote this?
You did, Dr. McKenna.
It's outrageous. I mean, we work twice as many hours for what we make now.
No wonder all the nurses are going overseas.
Exactly.
Well, your Dr. McKenna's not going to come out of this looking very good, trying to rip off an award-winning nurse.
To be fair, he doesn't exactly know about my exam results. I mean, I only found out myself yesterday.
It still doesn't look good for him.
Maybe. But I'd rather not get Dr. McKenna's backup. I'm sure it'd be counterproductive.
But he hasn't got much of a case. I mean, basically, he's trying to rip off the workers to pay for his fancy expansion.
Look, I'd rather you get Dr. McKenna's side of the story.
Don't worry. I will.
Sam, what a mess.
Yeah. Oh, look, Chris will come round.
Get real. He doesn't love me. And he doesn't care about the baby.
He just can't run out on you. He'll have to marry you.
I don't want him to. Not like that. What sort of marriage would it be?
Yeah, but do you really want to raise a kid all by yourself?
I'm not even sure if I want it now.
Do you think you could just give up on your own kid, never see it again?
Adoption? No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't go through a whole pregnancy and then just forget about it.
That's what I thought. Look, Ellie, even if you're on your own, your mum will help out. She could even look after it for you.
No, I couldn't do that to Mum.
Hey, what are mums for?
Sam, it's my problem. I'll deal with it myself.
Ellie, you wouldn't have an
Well,
abortion.
I guess I can't keep putting off the decision.
What's this? Protesting against McKenna?
Sorta.
Cool.
What's he done?
He's trying to rip us off, you know, cutting up penalty rates, that sort of thing.
Oh, you're on strike.
Yeah,
Well, is it working?
beats me.
You should just storm the clinic, chuck McKenna out and take over the joint.
Passive resistance is more effective, Nick. Have you thought about a hunger strike?
Look, haven't you two got anything better to do than hang around here all day?
Nope.
We're bored, nothing to do.
End of holes, right? I remember. It's kind of like being on strike, really.
Steve!
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm a nurse at the clinic here, and we're taking strike action. Are you having trouble breathing? Jackie, have you ever had asthma?
Not for ages.
Okay. I think we've got something kind of urgent here.
I suppose we're losing a lot more through cancelling surgery, too.
Honey! You'll be fine, just try and relax.
Asthmatic.
Yeah, but not chronic. She hasn't had an attack since she was a kid, so she hasn't got an inhaler.
Okay, right this way.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just try and take it easy.
Feet up. Glad to see you're not being totally irresponsible.
We always have the patient's interests at heart, Dr. McKenna. It's management who are being irresponsible by refusing to talk.
Perhaps we should have an informal chat.
That'd be a start.
Come on up to my office.
Giving in, Dr. McKenna.
Who are you?
Celia Gordon, Daily Tribune.
Yes, well, I've nothing to say.
I take it you've agreed to negotiate.
Not necessarily.
You're talking to Nurse Manu, though.
Yes, but it doesn't mean I have any intention of caving into the nurse's demands.
What?
Jackie.
I hope you don't think we're going to back down, because we're not.
When can I speak to you about your position on the strike?
You can't. No one can. Just go away.
Great.
Don't seem to be making much progress, do you? Here you are, Chris. Take the weight off your feet.
Oh, thanks, Marge. I'm afraid to sit down. Every time I do, another one of them goes for the buzzer.
At least you understand what the nurses go through now.
Exactly. Think of it as a valuable learning experience.
I don't want a valuable learning experience.
Too right. How long is this thing going to last?
Well, I'm not about to cave in after one day.
Oh, surely it's worth talking to them.
They'll back down before long, especially when they see how well we're coping.
We are?
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. We can't go on like this. You have to get some help from somewhere.
Well, I don't want to be forced to bring in any temps.
Well, why not? If you're not paying the nurses, you can afford it.
And I'm on holiday, remember?
Yes, well, I was hoping you might delay that.
Oh, sorry, I've made the arrangements. I leave for Wanaka tonight.
But you need it here.
Well, I do have a life outside of here, you know.
Yes,
Can't you just wait a day or two?
Well, why should he? It's not doctors we need, it's nurses.
Yes, all right, I will ring the bureau and I will get in some temps, just as soon as we have settled everybody down for the night.
If that's all.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Night, everyone.
Bye, Jen.
I'll be on my way too. Enjoy your holiday, Dr. Warner.
So you've seen Allison then?
Yeah.
And?
She didn't want to know. I offered to help, but...
What exactly did you offer?
Carrie needs some help on the ward, when you've got a minute.
All right, come on. If I got to do bedpan duty, so can you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Later. Mind the stitches, over to you.
Who put this drip in?
I did, why?
You should have taken the pyjamas off first. How am I supposed to get them off now?
Oh.
Oh, I'll pull them off over here. It'll be fine, honestly.
So, what's the problem?
I wouldn't have to if you'd been more practical.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't really thinking. Here, I'll come over and hold the drip.
Didn't they have pyjamas in Guatemala?
Well, as a matter of fact, they didn't. We were even short of hospital gowns. You know,
Oh,
sometimes
please spare me. I don't need another lecture on third world conditions.
Oh, pardon me for breathing.
When one of you is free, we need a doctor in exam room 1.
I'll go.
What's going on?
Energy conservation.
Oh, yeah, and when did you go all greeny?
Actually, it's an economizing measure, Allison. Just one of many. I've made a list.
Not put this on.
The strike. I think we should be prepared for the worst.
Come on, Steve-O, it'll be all over in a day or two.
All right, I'm sure that's what the coal miners in England said, Allison.
Hi, guys.
Sam the man, just in time for the household summit meeting.
What's with the mood lighting?
We're economizing, Sam, while we're on strike. Until the money starts rolling in again, there's going to be no takeaways, no expensive cuts of meat, and we start buying in bulk.
That's all very good, but only one thing. I'm not on strike.
Yeah, I know, but we can count on your solidarity, right, comrade?
Have you seen this? Do you think it'll really make any difference?
What, Jackie Manu is some sort of sainted crusader? Probably prolong the whole ridiculous strike.
Oh, that reporter Celia Gordon. She still wants a comment, and a couple of radio people rang.
No comment to anyone who calls.
What about some sort of prepared statement?
Nothing. I've spoken to the PR people. It's best to keep quiet.
Right.
Anything else?
Yes, Noel Sturgis rang several times. Dr. Malone from St. Vincent's rang to urge you not to give in to the nurses.
Oh, Betty did. He's frightened that I might set a precedent.
And the nursing bureau rang. They can't supply any temps.
Oh, what?
None of their nurses want to be seen as scabs.
Oh, that's great. I'll just have to get the doctors to battle on. Until I can get some volunteers. Can you organise that?
Sure.
I'd better get down and lend a hand.
Dr. McKenna's office? Yes. Noel Sturgis.
Noel.
Your time's up.
Get lost.
Samuel, your time is up, my friend.
Go to hell.
Charming. Do you hear that? And he likes to think of himself as a nice Christian boy.
Oh, Steve, give the guy a break.
No way, Allison. If he will not be reasonable, I shall just have to cool him off.
Ah! Damn you, dickhead!
He swears it's a first.
You did it again, pal. You did me.
Sam. If you cannot complete your ablutions in the allotted time, you shall just have to change your schedule.
I'd rather change my address.
Take 5. Go and get yourselves a drink.
Bloody unions ruining the country.
That's what my dad reckons. Oh, God. He nearly died this morning when he saw the article in the paper.
Well, I thought it was great. And congratulations on the award. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to make a fuss about winning an award even though I don't have a job.
Hey, how's everything inside?
Oh, like the lunatics have taken over the asylum. Oh, so they know that we're not there. Oh, they sure do. Good.
So what are you going to do to...
How's it going, love?
Oh, fine.
It's all right. I know how you must be feeling.
I really don't know what you're talking
I know
about.
he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I really thought he would stand by you. It just goes to show, doesn't it? Anyway, I think it's dreadful.
I don't really want to talk about this, Matt.
I know. Anything anybody says, it doesn't make an atom of difference. So I'd like to do something practical. And I'd like you to have these.
What are these?
Diane's old maternity clothes.
Oh, thank you, Marge.
Oh, no, they're very nice frocks. They're really quite trendy.
Oh, I'm sure they are. It's just that
Now, everyone passes on maternity clothes, Allison. You mustn't think of them as hand-me-downs.
It's not that, Marge. It's... I'm not sure that I'll be needing them.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, I haven't decided whether I'll be keeping it.
Ellie?
Thanks for the thought.
I don't mind protesting. I just don't see why we can't protest in the shade.
You're not the only one suffering, you know, Steve. Since this whole thing started, our takings have been way down. Frank will be wanting to cut my wages if it goes on for much longer. And you should have seen the amount of food we had to chuck out yesterday. It was criminal.
Hey, I'll take any leftovers.
Well, what would you want with 24 stale croissants?
Or when you're poor, you'll eat anything.
Oh, Steve, you'll always eat anything.
Come on, Gina. No one of us out there knows when we're going to eat again. We'll be supporting a good cause.
Well, maybe if it goes on for more than one day.
So how are the workers, eh? Confident of winning?
Do the workers ever win?
Not while they're in here, they don't.
Oh, it's hot out there and it's dead boring. I mean, I'm not someone who can stand around all day. I need stimulation, constantly.
Well, I could take your place on the picket line for $10 an hour.
Dream on, Nick. Oh well, back to the trenches.
Hi, guys. Washing up's done. Oh, great, thanks. Hey, you might as well take the afternoon off. I don't think we're going to be busy.
Cool. What you doing?
What are we doing? Don't know, nothing. I'm broke. Me too. Hey, reckon you could hit your old lady for some money?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Your place then?
Nah, yours.
Yeah, okay.
Well, looks like this is going to be a mind-blowing afternoon. Not.
Very nice. Honey, we need a doctor on the ward as soon as you got a moment. Mrs. Phillips. It's very nice.
I'll leave you with Dr. Fleming. She'll tell you what to do when to come back. Check you later.
Excuse me. Holly! What did your last late die off?
Come again?
You know what I mean. Leaving me with all the hard jobs, all the messy ones. Will you wander off and amuse yourself somewhere else?
Well, you can't very well attend to Mrs. Phillips with your hands covered in plaster.
It's not just this. You've been doing it ever since the nurses went on strike, treating me like a nurse because I'm a woman.
Rubbish.
It's true. You've all been doing it. McKenna, Chris, and you're the worst.
We've all been doing our fair share of mucking in now. I think you're being oversensitive.
Well, we could play a game. You guys aren't exactly full of ideas, are you?
What sort of game?
I don't know. Cards, a board game? Snakes and ladders. Yippee!
Now, what sort of board game?
Well, anything really. We've got heaps. Yahtzee, Monopoly, Cluedo.
Scrabble.
Scrabble. Yep, I get it.
No, I don't mean we play it. We'll use the letters to have a seance.
A seance. Now we're talking.
We'll need a glass.
You guys don't believe in that, do you?
It works. I've done it before.
Yeah? Yeah, well, I don't know, eh? Stuart's just afraid we'll unleash some evil spirit. I just don't reckon you should muck around with that sort of stuff. Don't be such a wimp. I'm not. It's just... Oh, I get it. Father Stuart strikes back. Okay. Fine, it's a waste of time. Nothing will happen.
Well, there's nothing to worry about then, is there?
Are you all right, Allison?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just taking my break.
Ah, I brought you some orange juice. You've got to keep your strength up now, you know.
Oh, thanks, you didn't have to do.
That's one of the nice things about being pregnant. You can afford to pamper yourself a bit. I'm eating for two. That can be a great excuse sometimes. Allison, I'm a bit worried about what you said earlier, about not wanting the baby. Now, it might seem a terrible burden, but it needn't be, especially nowadays. I mean, you'll cope. I know you will.
I think there's more to it than whether I can cope much.
Yes, I suppose so, but... You know, when all's said and done, you do have a responsibility for that little life you've created. I mean, it didn't have a say in how it came about.
I'd really rather not talk about it right now, okay?
Yes, it might be easier not to think about it, but you can't escape the fact that you've got another life growing within you. I mean, it might have your eyes or Chris's hair. Who knows what? But whatever it's like, it's got a soul. And it's got a right to life like any of us.
Marge, please.
All right, Allison. I'll see you later.
Is anyone there?
Nice try, Nick. Wasn't me. Yeah, sure.
Shh. Somebody ask a question.
What are the winning numbers for Lotto next week?
Be serious.
I am.
Nick.
Okay. Will I pass my exams?
No.
Well, you didn't need to see into the future to know that, did you? Bull, I studied really hard. I reckon we got a bad line. Okay, will I pass mine? Well, hey, this isn't so bad after all. I demand a recount. Who are we talking to anyway?
It's spelling something.
L-E...
S.
Miles.
Who's Miles?
Oh, if this is you, Nick, I'll kill you. I didn't do anything, man, I swear.
Did you guys know someone called Miles?
Yeah.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.